So you want to make passive income. In this video, I'm cutting all the fluff, all the BS. I'm going to share with you 7 passive income ideas to make $10,000 a month in 2024. But who am I to make this video? At only 21 years old, as you can see, I've been able to build a decent lifestyle for myself. Now you need to understand the truth about passive income. Active income is when you do some kind of work, like let's say most jobs, and then you get paid. So you exchange your time, your efforts, your energy for some money. Now passive income, on the other hand, most people think that it's doing nothing and getting paid for doing nothing. So unless you're a 10 out of 10 girl and you have an OnlyFans account, you're not really going to be making completely passive income. And even then, they don't make completely passive income. They still have to produce the content, of course. That is why true passive income, like 100% passive income, is a myth. No one is going to show up at your door one day and give you just $1 million just to thank you for existing. Now that would be true passive income, but that's not gonna happen. When people speak of passive income, in reality, it means that you're going to have to put some kind of work up front, and then you'll be able to keep reaping the rewards of that initial work without necessarily having to do more work. Or it might require some kind of work up front, and then you only need to invest a couple hours a month in that passive income stream. But if you compare it to working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, like top executives working for big corporations, I mean, the difference is night and day. The first way to make passive income is with YouTube. Now the beauty of YouTube is that yes, it's a social media platform, but it's very different to other social media platforms. The difference between YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, even Twitter, it's that when you publish a video on YouTube, especially a long form video, so between a 5 to 12 minute video and even longer, just like the video that you're currently watching, you can make a video like this, and then months later down the road, even sometimes years later, that video can still bring in views, and more views equals more money. Because if you get more views on YouTube, you get paid more if you are monetized. And if you sell products, services, then more views also equals more leads, more potential customers for your business. Now, how should we go about making YouTube as passive as possible? Because after all, having to create content, we need to do it consistently, so it's not really passive, is it? There's one business model that allows you to make YouTube as passive as possible. It's called YouTube automation, or having a cash cow YouTube channel. YouTube has many positives. You can impact millions of people positively, make millions of dollars, and meet very influential people. But the downside of it is that when you show your face, you expose a part of your life with the rest of the world. You lose your anonymity, and not everyone is willing to do that. Not to mention the fact that, again, content creation is extremely time consuming, and you need a lot of creativity for it. When you run a YouTube automation business, what you do is that you have multiple YouTube channels all running at the same time, and you get someone to do all of the work for you. So what do I mean by this exactly? You can get someone to make the thumbnail for you, to create the script for you, to record the voiceover for you, to edit the video for you, and you can even have a cheap virtual assistant review everything, the work done by all of the previous contractors, and then upload the video on YouTube. So if with each of the channels that you have, you're monetized. If you have 5 channels bringing in only $1,000 a month, you are already making $5,000 a month. Now if you have 10 channels bringing in $2,000 per month, this means that you're making $20,000 per month. If you wanted to make $20,000 a month with a regular job, a traditional corporate job, it would take you your entire life to get to that point. You'd need to slowly climb the corporate ladder for years, for decades, and to get to the point where you can actually do that, you would need to spend years of your life studying for a degree in university, and that means for most people getting massively in debt, at least $100,000 in debt. I don't know what you think, but with this amount of money in debt, I personally could not sleep well at night. In fact, that's why I preach having no debts, because when you owe someone money, at the end of the day, that person still has control over you, so it makes you dependent on them. If for some reason you can't pay back your debt, you'll be forced to do all sorts of things that you don't want to do, to work the worst jobs just because you need to repay that debt. So all in all, if you can avoid getting in debt, trust me, it's a much better thing to do. Now the other way to make passive income and to get to $10,000 a month in 2024 is with affiliate marketing. The best part about affiliate marketing is that you're going to promote the products of other people. So what this means for you is that you won't need to waste months, years of your time trying to come up with a valuable service or product that people want, because product development is very time consuming and also very costly. A lot of companies invest millions of dollars in product and development research, yet their products don't sell at the end of the day. I mean, some products released by big companies, they flop completely. But like I said, with affiliate marketing, you don't run that risk because you're going to be promoting somebody else's product or service. You also won't need to worry about delivery or even customer support, because again, the person needing to take care of all of that, it's the business, not you. So you can skip all of that and go straight to selling. It's essentially risk-free. Now, the best way to do affiliate marketing is with either softwares, because they will keep paying you a monthly recurring fee as long as the customers that you brought in stay subscribed to the software. So it's a great way to earn passive income on the side. And the other best way to do affiliate marketing is by promoting high-ticket digital products. The difference between a digital product and a physical product is that the physical product is going to be something like a lamp, a desk, a computer, so it requires manufacturing, shipping. There are more costs involved with physical products, and that is the reason why digital products have much bigger profit margins. Because if you create an ebook or an online course, you create it one time, you can sell it an infinite amount of times, and whenever you sell one unit, it could be an ebook, an online course, an audio track, even a picture, a motion design. It's not going to cost you more money to sell that item again. You won't need to produce it to manufacture it again. No, once it's created, anyone can buy it, and you also won't need to worry about delivery because the digital products will be accessed online. So let's say you were to become an affiliate marketer for a $3,000 online course. If you even get a 10% commission, this means that every time someone makes a purchase using your affiliate link or promotion code, you will earn $300. If you get people to write blog articles for you or to make YouTube videos for you, or if you even run paid advertising, if you get one customer per day, that's $300 per day. In 10 days, you just made $3,000 with minimal effort and minimum work. So the difference is night and day, because if you were to follow the same process, selling physical products, let's say you're promoting a lamp that costs $50. If people buy it, you'll make some money for sure, but you're gonna make $2 per sale. So you would need a lot of sales to make just an extra $2,000 per month. So unless you have a big audience, it's not really going to work. That is why you want to focus on promoting high-ticket digital products. Now, if you want to figure out exactly how you can do affiliate marketing, I've recorded an entirely free tutorial on YouTube. I'll make it appear on top of your screen, and I highly advise that you go watch it after this video. Now, the third way to make passive income is with Airbnb Rentals. If you have an apartment, a spare room that you don't use, you can leverage the new economy and list your place on Booking.com or Airbnb and start making some passive income. And if you invest in an apartment, in a home, and you decide to list it on Airbnb or Booking.com, it's a great investment because not only are the tenants actually paying for your home indirectly, but it's a sure industry. In 2 years from now, people will still need a roof over their heads. When people go on a vacation, they'll still need a place to stay, and Airbnbs can offer many more advantages compared to hotels. So more and more people are starting to rent places to stay for the holidays on those platforms. And the advantage of doing this is that you're not going to need to worry about finding the customers yourself. Now, the downside, of course, is that Airbnb is going to take a percentage of your profit, but that trade is well worth it. Now, with this business model, you can pretty much delegate every step of the process. You can get someone to go and to clean the apartment for you. You can automate the responses on Airbnb so that whenever somebody rents your place, the request is automatically accepted. You can also use a self-check-in system to let the guests enter whenever they arrive, so you won't have to go meet them in person, give them the keys. I mean, that would be a huge waste of your time. And if you invest in apartments, houses in big cities with lots of tourism, lots of things to do, during the summers you'll have huge peaks because plenty of tourists from all over the world will go and visit that city. And if you invest in a flat in, let's say, London, Paris, Tokyo, all of those big cities, Los Angeles, you're pretty much guaranteed to be able to make a good return on your investment. Now, the fourth way to make passive income is to invest in the stock market. Now, technically speaking, you could do this in two different ways. You can either do day trading, which is not very passive at all, and honestly, I don't recommend it. Most day traders lose money. They don't make a single profit. So all in all, forget about day trading. Instead, what you want to do is to invest passively in the stock market, and over the years, with the compound effect, the money that you put initially and every single month will be multiplied tenfold. If you do your research correctly, you invest in the right stocks, you can get between 5 to 10% and sometimes even more in terms of return on your investment. And that is every single year. I mean, to really understand the power of the compound effect, if you were to invest $1,000 and then every month for 60 years you invest $100 in the stock market over that period of time, so after those 60 years, you will end up with $3.9 million. That's provided you get a 10% annual return on your investment. And if you think it's too hard to achieve this, it's the historical annual stock market average return on investment, so it's completely achievable. Now, if you want to learn how to invest in the stock market, please stay away from all the people that come up with the BS strategy to get rich in just a few months. You want to invest in the stock market on the long term, so it's very passive, of course. It will only take you a couple hours a month to review your investments portfolio, but the downside, of course, is that it's going to take longer to build your wealth, which is exactly why I always advise people to start their own online business if they truly want to experience wealth, and especially when they're young, because it's great to be rich when you're 60, 70, 80, but at the end of the day, wouldn't you prefer to have all of that money, all of that wealth, all of that freedom when you're young? If you want to start your own online business, you just have no clue where to start. I've recorded a free video in which I analyze every popular online business model. Together we take a look at the pros, at the cons, and I'm also going to share with you for completely free the 3-step process that you can use to get your first customers as quickly as possible. I'll leave the link in the description below. The 5th way to make passive income is by selling your own digital products. Like we've talked about when we spoke about affiliate marketing, digital products are amazing. They have high profit margins, low costs, and for that reason, they can be scaled easily. And because they're digital, you can reach anyone in the world, because if you had a local business, it could only ever serve the people in the local area. If you have a restaurant in Paris, you're not going to serve the people in London. However, with an online business, your customer could be from London, from Italy, from India, from every part of the world. You could be selling ebooks, online courses, it could be even mentorship, it could also be audio tracks, pictures. The cons of digital products is that you don't know in advance if your products are going to sell or not, and they're very difficult to sell for the reason that you need a lot of attention, because nowadays it's not about providing the best products, the best services in the world, it's about getting the most attention. And to do that, you either need to build a strong personal brand, publish lots of content, which I know a lot of people don't want to do, because when you do this, you need to be willing to give up your anonymity and expose a part of your life with the rest of the world. So it has its fair share of disadvantages. Or the other way to make a profit with digital products would be to run paid advertising. But again, if you're a beginner, I highly discourage you from starting this kind of business model. You could waste months of your life trying to create an ebook or an online course. In the end, no one buys it. Then what do you do? What's the next step? That's why I always recommend that beginners start a service-based online business. Profit margins are much higher. You can get paid anywhere from $1,500 all the way up to $10,000 for one single deal. If you sell a service for, let's say, $2,000 a month, with only 5 customers a month, you are at $10,000 per month. To make that kind of money with most jobs, you would need insane qualifications and decades of work experience. If you want to learn more about how you can do this, again, the first link in the description will show you exactly how you can do that. Now, the sixth way to make passive income is by selling blank books on Amazon using the Amazon FBA fulfillment method. I'm not suggesting that you write an actual book, because the truth is most best-selling authors don't make that much money from their books. There's a lot of cost involved with books, all the way from publishing, all the way from the cost of the material, the revisions, and even the platform that you host your book on. However, on Amazon, you can sell things like notebooks, so you don't actually need to write a book, and plenty of people buy things like notebooks every day, blank books. The real upside of this business model is that you create the product one time, you list it on Amazon, and then Amazon will print the book when a customer places an order. This means that you never run the risk of creating thousands of books and then nobody buys them, so now you're stuck with unsold inventory and you wasted thousands of dollars. And with Amazon FBA, it means fulfilled by Amazon. The shipping will be taken care of by Amazon directly. Whenever a customer buys your book, Amazon will ship them to the customer directly. You won't have to lift a finger, and yet you'll earn money. So if you have, let's say, 50 books selling on the Amazon marketplace, if you get just a few sales a day, you'll be able to make a decent amount of passive income. Now, the seventh way to make passive income is by investing in franchises. Now, I know that not everyone is going to be able to invest in franchises, especially as a beginner. However, I needed to put it in the list because it can be an extremely profitable business model. Just take a look at Starbucks. What are they selling? Coffee, pastries, cakes? That's what they're selling. Did they do something revolutionary in terms of what they're selling? Not necessarily. Yet, they became a billion-dollar empire. They opened up many stores all over the world, and that is the difference between your local coffee shop and a billion-dollar empire. It's to turn it into a franchise, to expand. There's a great movie that covers in detail what it takes to build a billion-dollar empire with a franchise network. It's called The Founder. It's basically the entire story of McDonald's rise to becoming a billion-dollar empire. Now, with that said, you have everything you need to start making passive income now.